Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making a fun-filled birthday card using the Cheers and Sips suite of products. We're going to be using the designer series paper, the embossing folder, and I believe the ribbon. And then we're also going to add in the Not 29 Anymore stamp set as well. We're mostly going to be using this stamp set and just one stamp from this one, okay? But before we get started on our project, of course, we have to go over the buzzworthy business of the day. We have our Farmhouse Florals paper pumpkin kit that's going to make 9 whimsical cards. Our classic Stampin' Spot is Secret C. We have our Circle of the Seasons add-on dies for $12. They're going to coordinate with July, August, and September paper pumpkin kits. I have a link in the description box below if you want to sign up for the paper pumpkin. Next, we have our Stampin' Rewards program where you earn 10% on all orders of $20 or more. It excludes tax and shipping. You redeem your rewards on future orders. You track and save your rewards in your online Stampin' Up! Account. Rewards expire after 12 months of earning date, okay? And lastly, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed with new and used all retired Stampin' Up! Products. I'm asking just $30 for the box. Shipping is included. I know it says $35. This is going to be the price starting August 1st because postage went up, but I'm going to honor the $30 until the end of July, okay? So if you're interested, email me at stampwithshawna@gmail.com. And that is all of our buzzworthy business for the day. So let's get started on our project because we got a lot of stuff to do. So I have all of my parts and pieces here. So we're going to start with our inside. This is our card base. It is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to burnish down this score line with our bone folder. So that is Secret C. We have some Timid Tiger here that is 5 by 3 3/4 and some basic white that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And we have a piece of designer series paper here that we're going to cut down to 3.5 by 3 3/4. Not 3 3/4, just 3/4. Okay, so let me add this to the bottom of our cardstock. And we're going to take our scissors and just trim this away, the extra bits. And I use my liquid glue to put that on, but you guys know I like to glue my inside writing piece with the Stampin' Seal. And we're going to add this to our Timid Tiger, just like that. Then add this. Am I stamping on this? I think I'm stamping on this. This is going to get, yes, some stamps. So let me get my ink out. I should have stamped this first. So we're going to have our Secret C. And we're going to stamp free cake. I mean, that. And then we're going to get some Timid Tiger. And we're going to stamp happy birthday. So free cake. I mean, happy birthday. Just like that. So luckily that came out okay since I didn't stamp first. So now we can go ahead and add this to the inside of our card base. We're just going to add that in. Ooh, we want to do it right side up though. Just like that. So we have our inside done. Next, we have some designer series paper here. This is going to go on this piece of Timid Tiger for the front of our card, like so. So the Timid Tiger looks to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and the designer series paper is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to put these two together. So let me get my liquid glue. This is some really cute designer series paper. Is the, what is it called? Because Cheers and Sips is the stamp set, but the Celebratory Sips is the name of the designer series paper. And the entire suite as well. Because I know I said Cheers and Sips suite, but it's Celebratory Sips is the name of the suite. Okay, so we're gonna have that. Ooh, I got glue on my fingers. So we're gonna have that like this, and then we're gonna sit this to the side for a moment because we have some other parts that we need to glue down to that. So I have a piece of, what is this? Secret C. And this flap is 3 by 3.5, and I've scored it at a 1/2 inch right here. Okay, because we're gonna be making a fun fold card, like I told you. So we have our designer series paper here that we're gonna be using. That is 3 by 3. Or no, 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. We're just gonna add this on like this. Okay, then I have another flap here. This one is 4 by 3.5, and we scored it at 1/2 inch. And we're gonna add some designer series paper onto this on the back side. If I can find my designer series paper, here it is. And this piece is 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. Are we adding this? No, we're not adding that yet. I'm moving too fast. Wait a minute. Let's do some stamping. So on this piece, we are going to stamp. Let's get this party started. Something in Secret C. I think I should just do all my stamping so I won't forget. Let me see. Let's get this party started. And we're gonna stamp this in the upper right-hand corner. Like that. Let's get this party started so I can be home by 9, because, you know, I'm old. Oh, I need this ink still. We're gonna stamp one more thing. Okay, ahead of time, I went ahead and stamped this piece of basic white with, I think this is Balmy Blue. So I stamped it in full strength and stamped off. And this basic white is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. And we are going to stamp on here. I don't know about you, but I feel like you're not 29 anymore. And I'm going to stamp this on the right side of our panel, just like that, in the Secret C. Then we have one more thing to stamp. And that one is, we're going to stamp it in the cloud cover. Now, the cloud cover ink, we don't have in the big ink pads because they had a malfunction with it. So I bought some of our refillable ink spots and just got the refill for the cloud cover. So this is my cloud cover ink, and we're going to stamp cheers onto some basic white. That is a 1/2 inch by 1.5. And just making sure I get good coverage. And we're going to stamp this right here. Just like that. Close up our little ink spot. Okay, so now that is all the stamping. So I have a piece of Secret C here that is 5/8 inch by 1 5/8 inch to layer our little white piece on, our little cheers. So let's get this layered up together. About like that. And then for this little piece, we have a bottle, not a bottle, a cup of drink here. It could be whatever kind of drink you want it to be. It could be some peach lemonade, some mango lemonade, or it can be a nice refreshing adult beverage. We're gonna put that right here at the bottom, like that. Then for this one, we have a 1/2 of a glass, just the top portion, not even half. So this was on cut out from the designer series paper, and it was an edge piece, so I didn't want it to go to waste. So I thought I'd use it on the edge. If I can scoot it over a bit, because we don't want it hanging off of our white. Okay. Any's hanging over? Nope. So that's perfect. So this piece is going to go on the inside of here. So let's go ahead and glue that on. Ooh, that looks good. Okay. Now what do I need to do? Some embossing. So let's get our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We're going to take some Designer Series paper. This one is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8, I believe. Yes. Is this a 3D embossing folder? Let me see. No. So we're going to take a sheet of the Designer Series paper and put it in our embossing folder. Like this. Let me see how far. I want to put it all the way over. And our sandwich, let me get my plates here for embossing. We're gonna get plate number 1 and 2 of number 2s. Ooh, Lordy. Okay, so for these embossing folders that is not a 3D, you need plate number 3, plate number 1. Sorry about all that noise. I'm putting my machine back. Okay, so that's that. And oh, these embossing folders come with 2. That one had the little like beveled glass look, and then we have this floral one here. So this is going to go on the outside of our flap here. So let's go ahead and put that on. I want to use liquid glue. Make sure this sticks down with all that embossing. And what I like about embossing on Designer Series paper is sometimes you get the crackle and the little white of the core of the paper shows through. Kind of like our two-tone paper. Okay, now the reason I didn't want to put the back, remember I had this one, I said I was going to put it on the back. The reason we didn't do that is because we need to tie some ribbon. So I have the mesh ribbon here. It's gold striped mesh ribbon. We're just gonna take this and wrap it around a little bit. Where's my tearing tape? We'll get a little bit of that to hold this down. We're going to put that right about here, right close to this edge here. Try to get it straight. And this is also going to help us to hold our Designer Series paper. Let me cut some of this ribbon off. I cut it a little long. So let's get our Designer Series paper and put some liquid adhesive on the back of that and adhere it down. And I'm using the non-directional side. Look how pretty these flowers are. That purple. I think that's, what is it called? Rich Razzleberry? Blackberry Bliss. Rich Razzleberry was an old color, I think. But we're gonna set that on there. Ooh, center it up. Try to get it straight. We're just gonna have that right there like that. And I think we have all of our pieces. I think we have all of our pieces together now, so we can go ahead and put our card together. So this piece, we're gonna put some glue on our little flap here. And we're gonna center this on our Timid Tiger Designer Series paper. Try to get it in the center anyway, as close as you can. Then we're going to take this one, put some adhesive on the inside flap, and we're going to center that right over this piece. So So we want this to go in the center of this piece like this. Okay, hold that down. And I'm going to put some tearing tape on the back of here, just to give us some extra support for these hinges, because we're going to be opening and closing these a lot. You want it to make sure it stays secure. Okay, so we have that. Now, the last piece we stamped, this one is going to go right here. So we want to make sure that we place it. I should have probably placed it first, but we're going to just do it like that, okay? So we're going to put some liquid glue on the back. And that's what I usually would have done. I would have put this down first and then layered this over it. So we're just going to lay that right on that designer series paper, so we know that it's centered in there. Then we're going to close this over it. And now it's right where it needs to be. And it's covered, okay? So now we're going to take all of this and put it on our card base. Get some liquid glue. We're going to make sure our card base is going the right direction. We're going to glue this on just like this, the tiniest little border. Okay, we're going to get some Stampin' Dimensionals, some minis. I'm going to use the black mini Stampin' Dimensionals. And where's my sentiment? We're going to put this over like that. So on the side where the ERS for in cheers, we're going to put 2 dimensionals. Come on, take the backings off. Come off. Oh my. Trying all the tricks. Okay, this backing does not want to come off of here. Maybe if I poke it. No, it does not want to come off. So we'll take the whole dimensional off. How about that? And let's just start over with a new dimensional. There. No need to fight with it, huh? And we're just going to sit this right about here, like that. And then we have to get a little bit more of this ribbon. I have a mess going on. And we're going to tie a little knot right above our sentiment here. So let me see if I can get this under there. We're just going to tie a knot instead of a bow. Just going to tie a little knot like that. And then we're going to trim it down. Get this paper. I have glue on my fingers and everything is sticking to me. Okay, so that is the card done. Now we just need to add our bling. So for the bling, I am going to be using the 2025 to 2027 in color flat pearls. And we're going to use the Secret C. I'm going to take your pick tool. We're going to put a couple of these on here. So I think I want to put one, whoops, right down here by our sentiment. And let's see, I can put another big one, maybe right here. And then one on this one. We'll do a, oh, there's 3 different sizes, so I should have did a medium one. Okay, well, we'll put this one maybe right here, right there, just like that. That is the card completely done. Cheers. Let's get this party started so I can be home by 9. I don't know about you, but I feel like you're not 29 anymore. Then you have to open it this way. Free cake. I mean, happy birthday. Really cute. Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.